A reader wrote, I wonder if you know just how close the philosophy of La Leche League is to that of Growing Without Schooling. It is a fantastic organization. The only experts are the people who belong to it, and women are encouraged to make their own choices based on what is best for their own families. My husband has been very supportive of my beliefs up to this point. He is a wonderful, involved father who is willing to include his children in as much of his life as possible. He supported me with the home birth of our third child, although he had some deep reservations. However, when it comes to school, he does not agree with me at all. As a result, our 6-year-old son is in public kindergarten. My husband is a public school teacher. There must be other people in my situation where one parent is a confirmed unschooler and the other is not. I certainly do not want to destroy our family life over this, but it cannot help but affect us. If you know how others have worked out this problem, I would appreciate hearing about it. John Holt wrote in reply, I do indeed know how close the philosophy of La Leche League is to that of GWS. I think of La Leche League as a rich source of very valuable allies, and hope that many of those mothers who bore their children naturally and nursed them will later decide they want them to learn at home. It seems a natural consequence of what they have already been doing. Also, I feel that mothers who are closely bonded to their children will be unwilling, as you are, to allow the kind of mental and spiritual destruction that goes on in too many schools. But I don't know what to say about husbands who do not agree. When both parents are together, homeschooling simply doesn't and can't work unless they both agree to it. I don't know how open-minded your husband is on the subject. Would he be willing to read GWS or parts of it from time to time? Would he be willing, now and then, to see some other families who are teaching their own children, to see what their children are like? If so, it's possible that in time he might change his mind. By the way, I know of some homeschooling families in which one parent is a working public school teacher. That might interest your husband. He may feel that if you taught your children at home, it might threaten his job, and in these times that would be a real concern. It's also just barely possible that your children might be among the very few who thrive in school and even benefit from it. You should not rule out that possibility. And as long as your children are going to school, it might be better not to tell them how you feel about it. Let them make up their own minds. As I say, they might like it for good reasons, not bad, and do well at it. Or they might come to dislike it, and for such good reasons that your husband would in time have to agree with them. After all, I don't think he will put up with the schools actually being cruel to the children, which they too often are. And perhaps in time he will see with his own eyes that school is making your children into less nice, less intelligent, and less capable people.